The most recent Synod of Bishops called for spiritual directors to be respectful of the freedom of the people they lead. It reiterated that they should neither impose their vision nor force decisions onto others. Their function should be to accompany, support, and widen perspective.
We are instruments, bridges, and servants of the Lord for the service of the people of God.
Regarding the direction of souls, two things were underlined at the Synod. First, it is not only the job of the director, but of the whole Christian community to guide young people. Then, in the case of seminarians or priests, this formation should be integral, not only theological or ascetic. Ultimately, the terminology is being modified to emphasize one fact, that the spiritual director is not a drill sergeant shouting orders that must be followed.
This change in terminology introduced by Pope Francis is interesting. Today we speak of spiritual accompaniment, but only a few years ago this expression did not exist. There was always talk of spiritual direction.
During the Synod on Youth, it was also noted that spiritual accompaniment does not have to be led by a priest. In fact, it is a task that can also be carried out by women, from the religious to catechists and especially mothers.
There is the confessor, which is a priest, and a sacrament, the sacrament of reconciliation. And then there is the spiritual guide.
Obviously,
it must be a person who has experience, and in history there were women who performed this. I think of the spiritual accompaniment of so many mothers who undoubtedly had a great spiritual influence on their children and other friends.
Spiritual guidance is a concept that has always been present in the Church. The Synod served to clarify how this accompaniment should be carried out responsibly.